right, so I think we're up and running. I think you guys can see me. I see you guys in the chat box. There you go. Hey, Jessica A, Jessica Z. Sorry, Jennifer Z. We've got to separate you guys. We're gonna have problems today. Um, Jessica A, Jennifer Z. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm so excited about this week's section of our Ants Team Live training. I have so much to share. You guys, I know you guys are working on so much as we close out the year. We are in, the final stretch now. We're wrapping up our tracking for President's Club. Many of you are finishing up with your Kickstart. Others of you are just getting started with Kickstart. So there's so much happening. There's so much exciting stuff going on. I'm just like over the moon with excitement. So I can't wait to get into tonight's training. So for those of you who weren't able to connect last week, I just want to apologize because there was a problem with the link that was on Facebook, and I didn't realize that the links were different. So as you guys know, you figured that out. It's working, which is awesome. Jessica says she can hear. Great, 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 great. All right, and I can see the chat box, which is awesome. So, why don't we go ahead and dive right in because I have quite a bit that I want to share with you. But it has been my resolution to truncate our trainings because I want to try to keep it down to a half an hour, especially during this time of year. I want to, try to do that for forever, but especially this time of year because I know you guys are doing so much. And so why don't we go ahead and get started? You guys know the drill. You know what we do here. We get together and we start sharing our wins. So share with me in the comments box below. And even if you're watching the replay, still share in the comments box. I get an alert, I jump back in and I comment. Other people come back in and comment. We actually have quite a lot of our viewers will watch later on. So you're not the only one, don't feel that way. Some of you will message me to share your wins and I appreciate that. But go right ahead and share in the comment box. Do not be shy. This is a brand new season. Shyness is out the window. We're not doing it here because you guys have so much to contribute, so much to share, so much great stuff happening, and you guys don't realize how much you inspire one another. So I want to have more of that happening here. So this space is a safe space, totally free for you guys to share your wins. Another bit of a disclaimer, you guys might have noticed my voice is gone. It's here, but I have it's kind of raspy and I haven't been able to recuperate it. I think I blew out, if this is even possible, but you know how you could blow out a speaker? I think I blew out my voice box because I just cannot get my voice back. I'm not sick. I actually went to a conference this weekend with Tony Robbins, Unleash the Power Within. It was amazing, like capital AH amazing. So my first win that I'm going to be sharing with you guys is I actually at that conference walked on fire. They have this tradition, this thing that they do, but it's just to break down your fears and kind of put you in a mindset that if you could do this, you could do anything, and it 100% did. I came back and there are things that I struggle with, and I keep finding myself like, girl, get it together. You walked on fire. You could do this. So I am a hashtag firewalker as of now. I did it. I didn't burn. My feet are still attached to the rest of my body, which was my fear. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna burn my feet off. I'm gonna be in the hospital, and my family is gonna be like, "What were you thinking?" So it's honestly just sinking in. As you guys know, I love a conference. I believe in the importance of educating yourself, getting around other like-minded people, being around, in the energy and the atmosphere. So, whenever I can, I always share with you guys how much I love Avon Rep Fest for this very reason. This was a different conference. It wasn't an Avon conference, but I went for personal development. There were some things that I've been struggling with for the last few months, maybe even all of my life. Like, yeah, that's serious. But there were things that I just had that I felt I had gotten to the point where I was like, okay, enough is enough. I need to find things. I need to find something to get myself out of this. And I was so grateful. Shout out to Betty Palm and Craig Cushman and all of the regional vice presidents who had the leadership conference with Avon for Leaders the other day. I thought that was going to be, I was like, yeah, okay, this is going to be my thing. And when I was there, it was just like, there was like a seed was planted where I was like, no, there's something else. I need to find something else. I need to break out of this. So when I was given this opportunity, shout out to my Avon coach, who has encouraged us and inspired us to look to other places to learn and build ourselves up. Um, I came into a meeting, and I mentioned to you guys last week that I had this session. I was so impressed by the session that I invited the speaker to come back and speak to our team, and I got re-inspired again. And then I went to this final conference. But I felt like there are just so many things in my way that I let be in my way. We always talk. If you guys go back early last year, January, February, we did a lot of talks here on the Ants Team Live training about how your perspective influences your outcome. You know, the way you look at things affects how you respond to them, and it affects your end results. We looked at how um, you have to take control and take responsibility for your own business and for your own success or failure. You know, we get in a sort of like a broken record where there's always someone else to blame or always something that's not perfect, not a perfect situation. And sometimes we lean on those things like crutches. And if anybody ever had crutches, anybody ever walked on crutches for a while, after a while of leaning on them, your body kind of adapts to leaning on it and you kind of get used to it. Or if you've ever been sick in bed for a few days, the first couple of days you're recovering, it's great. But if you lay there for a week or a month, your body starts to get weak because you're just so used to lying there, right? Anybody else ever had that happen to them? It happens to me all the time. Whenever I'm sick, oh, yeah, see, Jennifer had 6 months on a broken ankle. So I know you understand when it's time now to get up and get going, it's a struggle, right? Because your body's like, wait, I want to lie down. I want to sit. What's this walking thing? Your muscles, your lungs, everything just kind of gets complacent. And I feel like it's the same thing like with our emotions and with our mindset. I mean, after all, our brain is like a muscle. And when we start making these excuses, and I'm saying excuses. In the past I would, kind of beat around the bush with that, but now I'm fully accepting it's excuses. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, not sorry. So, you make these excuses, and it always becomes, oh, the company is or isn't doing this. Oh, my upline. Oh, my district manager. Oh, there's no district manager. Oh, the meetings. Oh, the trainings. Oh, the workshops. Oh, the website. Oh, the boxes. Oh, the packages. Oh, the cartons. The plastic. The air quality control. Like, there's always something that will get in your way. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to you. You are the power. You are in control. And being at that conference helped me to realize a couple of things that I want to share with you. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I have not even completely unpacked the whole conference yet. I'm still digesting things, but I'm going to share with you guys tonight, as you guys share your wins in the chat box, some of the things that are, now that I've left the conference and I've kind of stepped out into the real world, the things that I'm sort of repeating to myself to reassert control, to um, protect myself against the negative Nancy's and the naysayers, and all the stuff that wants to keep me back, all the excuses that I can't make for myself, and 100% from myself, because my biggest enemy is me. And that's still, there's like a little voice inside of me who is like second guessing and trying to undermine everything that I'm trying to do for myself, and I'm not having it. And I don't want you guys to have it either. So that's why we do these chats. That's why we do these trainings, so that we could each, sorry, I don't know what's happening outside, but so that we can each learn and grow with each other. Because a lot of the stuff that I learned at this conference is stuff that we've talked about here in our Ants Team Live training. A lot of it is stuff that we know. One of the things that they say often is it's not rocket science, right? And it wasn't. It was, common sense things that we knew. But for the most part, I think it was maybe 85% things that we just didn't want to hear. Because when it becomes the moment of truth where you have to take responsibility for your own actions, it's hard, to say, okay, it's not all the other factors, it's me. I need to make a decision. I need to make action. I need to. It falls within me. I have the power. I am in control. But in saying that, it's sort of a moment where you're like, okay, yeah, it's scary, because now all of a sudden you realize that you don't have anyone else to blame, that it's not your outside circumstances and situations, it's not your upbringing, it's not your past, it's not your history. Like, everything that you could possibly use as an excuse goes out the window, and you have like initially a little bit of a moment of fear, kind of like when you walk up to the fire pit and you're like, you know, excuse my French, but shit just got real. You have one of those moments where you're like, oh crap, all right, make or break moment here, and you have to choose: do I go back to that and just accept that, yeah, I'm going to make excuses and let other people be in control of my life and my future, and even, and this is one of the things that got me, my future children, my future grandchildren, like my community, who knows how far my action or lack of action can trickle out into the world, what long lasting effect that might have. And or you could say, okay, you know what? No, it's scary, but I'm going to move ahead anyway, and I'm going to find a way around this. And I am honestly still struggling through the, yes, this is scary, but I'm going to move forward. And I'm trying to remove from myself as much as possible any option to go backwards. Um, so I'm trying to make any goal that I've set for myself, anything that I've said, I want to do or that I want to be, I am sort of having a nice, I guess, like a power ballad moment, where I'm like, you know what? I if I really want this, I've got to do it. And even though it is scary, it's also really empowering and really freeing to just kind of throw your shoulders back and say, you know what? I don't give a crap about what anybody else thinks. I don't really care what other people think about me or what other people say about me. I know what I want, and I'm not hurting people. Not. I'm not encouraging anybody like, okay, yeah, do what you want, but hurt people. No, not at all. I'm I know what I want. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to accomplish. I know what I want for my family, for my teammates, and for my friends. And I have to say, okay, is it worth it to be stuck, or do I just have to plow forward? And as scary as it is, I still feel like, no, this is good. This is what I have to do. This is where I'm meant to be. I am woman, hear me roar. um which is why I have no voice. We did a lot of roaring this weekend, a lot of shouting, a lot of yelling, a lot of jumping. It was like so much excitement and emotion. And it was like 4 really intense days, physically, emotionally, mentally. So I have not finished unpacking it. I mean, I feel like, to be honest with you, this is going to be a journey that it's not a 4-day journey. It's not a 1 month journey. This is a lifelong journey. And I feel like, um, I at first I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to go back and explain this all to my teammates? And now I'm really realizing, you know what? This isn't a matter of me going back and explaining it all. This is stuff that we know. This is stuff that we talk about. So this space is going to be for us to be honest with ourselves about those moments, to talk about those moments, just like we have been all of this time. I just have more of a better understanding of how things work together. I have a different outlook, different ideas, different stories, to share with you guys. So, how do you guys feel about that? Have I scared you all the way, or is this something that you guys are like, yeah, I want that too? I want to state my claim on what I want, and just lay my flag, put the foundation down, and just move forward? Or are you guys kind of like, I don't want the responsibility of my own future? Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the tough questions. I feel like when you do that, that is when you have breakthrough, and that is when you move forward. It is scary as HE double hockey sticks. But when you go through it and you really like trust yourself, and for me, trust God to guide you in the right direction, then it cuts better. And I could be honest with you, earlier this year, I guess starting from this summer, I really felt like things were just cloudy. I kind of knew what I wanted, but I wasn't sure about how to go through it. Well, I kept telling myself I wasn't sure about what to do and how to go through it, but I was really just talking myself out of it. And now I still don't know exactly what to do, but I am crystal clear on what I don't want, and I've got my mind on where I want to be. And, you know, it's like, I know we always talk about our roadmap, how important it is to have a roadmap. And those of you who have our team planner, you kind of get that. But I always talk about the roadmap as when you step out of your house and you have a destination for where you want to go. You're in point A, you know you want to be at point B. You put that address in the GPS will give you, make a left here, make a right there, blah, blah, blah. I know I'm at point A. I know where I want to be at point B, and I know there's a C and a D beyond that. But for right now, I can see it's a B, and I am just I've got to plug it into the GPS and get my path. But my car has wheels on it. My car has gas in it. I am ready to go. I'm ready for the journey. I am just map questing my way there. So let's see. We've got some wins happening in the chat box. Ooh, a lot of good wins. All right, let me rewind and go back a little. You guys are celebrating, which is so good. Jessica A says she has 4 events for next year already. Congratulations, JA. And I know I'm so proud of you, JA, because I know you shared with me earlier that you were a little bit timid and a little shy about like just speaking to people. And I've been watching you these last few months. I'm blowing up your spot. Yes, I am. But because you deserve to have your spot blown up. You're doing such an awesome job. But I know you said you were a little bit timid and afraid, but you've gone out, you've contacted fundraisers, you're talking to people about building your team, you're creating events. Those are the things you need to do. Keep taking it step by step. You may not be seeing the results you want to see yet, but you're in the car, you're moving forward. You will eventually start to see like the mile markers on your journey start to tick off. You start to see some rewards and recognition. Do not give up. Keep going. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing, JA. Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Jay-Z says, oh, wait, scrolling. Gotta go back. She's expanded her customer base. Congratulations. So Jay-Z, I'm also gonna blow up your spot, is in your second campaign, and I think you've already hit the $1,000 mark in sales. If not over, then just about. So congratulations to Jennifer Z for that, which is phenomenal. And I know you've been working on events. I've also been really proud of you diving in with your Facebook Live videos. I know that that's another thing that a lot of us are intimidated by and uncomfortable with. And I know you were a little bit shy about it too, but the important thing is that you did not let that stop you. And I am so freaking proud of you for just putting pedal to the metal, going about it, and being consistent with it. You didn't do it like just one day and say, oh no, that didn't work. You said, okay, I'm going to try it this way, I'm going to try it that way, I'm going to try it this day, I'm going to try it that way. And that is how businesses are. You have to try different things until you find something that works for you. And I do have a story that I want to share with you guys that was really inspiring to me. You probably heard it before, and I've been telling everybody. So if you've spoken to me since conference, you probably heard it already, but I'm going to tell it anyway. But JA says that I'm not scaring her. We're moving forward. Yes. Uh, um, Jay-Z, that's the plan like a boss. So you should have seen that already. But Jay-Z, yeah, I think you've got one, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, agreed. So see, the notion has been seconded. Um, JA now is also adding another fundraiser. So she's got 5 fundraisers that she's working on, which is great. We're going to be working together to build those up. So great job, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys are rocking it out. Keep going, keep pushing forward. Let's work on those sales. We've got 2 campaigns left. And I did want to talk to you a little bit about campaign 25, just briefly. Because campaign 25 is like our second Christmas campaign. Are you guys loving our campaign? I mean, I think I've started in campaign 24 seeing holiday stuff, but do you guys not love? I mean, how could you not love our campaign 25? So, a couple things to point out. First and foremost is double dollars. I've been trying to remind everyone, do not sleep on double dollars. You can, maybe you have a big gap between now and President's Club, reaching your President's Club goal. But if you work at your numbers correctly, you can get there much faster and with fewer sales, much easier. You don't just look at where you are and where you need to be. Also look at shortcuts. Those are there for a reason. Look at way stations, anything that's been created to help you get to your goal faster, because you do, guys, we want to get to President's Club for 2019. Why? you get automatic 40% on your orders. You're doubling your income. As a representative who's a contender, you can, depending on your sales, if you're selling over $500, you'll automatically earn 40%. But every once in a while, you have a slow campaign. Don't give up your earnings, don't give up your money just because you didn't make it to President's Club. This is something you want to push for, you want to work hard to achieve. For me, my first time, when it came down to this time of year, I had maybe $5,000 in sales, and we had to at that time push for 10,100. Thankfully, they took off that extra annoying $100, but um, I think I probably rocked out the double dollars, so I was able to sell less and still reach my goal. Fundraisers like JA is doing are awesome. Events and activities in the community like JZ are doing, and I know JW are doing, are really awesome. They'll help you reach out to meet new customers, also help you move product, get your brochures out there, distribute your brochures, talk to people, go to local businesses and talk to them about your business. Share the brochures with them. What I've been doing is I've kind of bumped up from the power of five. I've been really trying to do the power of 10 every day, to go out and talk to people, to get at least 10 brochures out there in the hands of other people. And this is one of those things that, I'll be honest with you, was scary to me before. And I'm still a little bit intimidated by it, but now I'm like, I don't care. I have goals that I need to meet. If you don't want a brochure, keep it moving. I'm going to find someone else who does want one. And I'm kind of scaring myself a little bit, but at the same time, I'm like, wow, if I could just continue to be this way, then there's nothing that can stop me. I work on fire. Whatever. So don't sleep on your double dollars. If you want to know how far you have to go, the goal is $10,000 in sales by the end of campaign 26, the latest. The last day of campaign 26 is your last day to make it to President's Club. After that, for campaign 1, we reset and you've got to go all over again. You've got to start from scratch. We'll talk in probably the next couple of weeks about how you can increase your sales for the new year and kind of ride out what people think is a slow time during the year. Oh, yes. JA brings up two really great points. Pre-Black Friday sales. So you want to be promoting your business. Now is when you want to get your brochures out there. People are already starting to shop. So get your brochures out there. I have to actually tonight order some extra brochures. I've been posting pictures to my group. This time of year, I usually double or triple, or if I'm feeling crazy, quadruple the number of brochures that I order, because I want to be able to plant those seeds. And especially now we have really good weather. You want to get the brochures in people's hands sooner rather than later. I actually just got a call from a person. I don't remember when I posted a picture on Facebook, but a couple of weekends ago, I did a brochure toss, and I just got a call back this week. So, plant the seeds. When people are ready, they'll reach out to you. If possible, if at all possible, if you could talk to a physical person face to face and exchange contact information, that is even better. But you want to get your brochures in the hands of people. That's the key right now, to be growing your business. And you want to take advantage of this double dollars. I cannot stress it enough, because, for example, if you're $1,000 short of making President's Club, okay, no, if you're $1,000 short, you're probably not afraid. If you're, let's say you have $6,000 in sales and you have $4,000 to go, you might be looking at that like $4,000 in 2 campaigns. That's scary. But if you get double dollars in a single campaign. So if you can get a campaign, if you get your campaign sales up to $2,000 in just one campaign, which is half of what you need, just the time is condensed, then Avon will apply the double dollars. You will get double the points. So instead of 2,000, you will get 4,000, and you will make it to President's Club. But remember, double dollars is only for one campaign. So you have to plan properly and make sure that whatever orders you're using for President's Club go in that same campaign, so that they get the double dollars. You don't want to spread out your orders across the 2 remaining campaigns. Yeah, we're officially in campaign 25 now, so 2 campaigns. You don't want to spread your orders out, because only the campaign with the largest order is going to get double dollars on that campaign. So be mindful of that. And really, really, please, guys, don't sleep on double dollars. A lot of you are just like so close, $4,000 or $3,000 away. If you're $3,000 away, you need a $1,500 order to make the President's Club. it is worth it because next year you will be doubling your earnings. You'll earn 40% instead of 20 on all of those small orders. Plus, you get invited to the President's Recognition Program celebration. You guys have started to see already in the brochures, in the What's New catalog, that there are special offers that are just for President's Recognition Program members. And you're not limited to 40% earnings if you have a larger order. For example, a $1,575 plus order, you'll get 50% as opposed to 40. So the earnings potential is so much higher as a President's Recognition Program member. You do not want to leave that money on the table. That being said, products, there's no shortage of amazing products to share with your customers. I'm in love with this little guy. I don't know what his name is. Holly. Holly, the singing penguin. I have to unbox. Oh my gosh, I've got to do an unboxing video for you guys. I've got all this holiday stuff that I need to unbox for you. But we have clothing for the kids. You guys remember last year Avon had the hats and the pajamas and everything was so cute, and everybody was saying, "Oh, this is adorable. I wish they had them to fit my kids." Avon said, "Don't worry, I got you." We now have some products for the kids. So we've got the hats and the glove sets for the kids. These are really great stocking stuffers. Um, you can reach out to schools, shelters. You could do fundraisers. There's so much that you can do with all this stuff. All these toys. I remember when I was younger, my family, we used to pack boxes, like Christmas boxes, to send overseas. I can't remember the name of the company. I have to look it up to see if they're still around. They probably are. But it was a fun thing that we did as kids to sort of learn the importance of giving back and making it so that Christmas is not just about getting. But we had to pack a box of Christmas presents, and we would go shopping, and it was fun. So that's something that you could partner with the little ones to do, to teach them, the importance of them giving as well. Jack Jack. Need I say more? No, I don't think so. So, Incredibles 2, Little Fightin' Jack Jack is in the catalog. Our holiday jewelry is here. Those always do great for holiday sales. I know I picked up quite a few last year. Just some nice, elegant holiday jewelry so that you can. So, this time of year, I know I, as a person, you guys as representatives, our customers, there's so many events. Thanksgiving events for me start this week. So I'm celebrating Thanksgiving literally for 3 weeks because we've got like Friendsgiving for different groups. We've got official family Thanksgiving, and then we've got the Friendsgivings for the people that we couldn't get together before Christmas for. So there are so many events, and that's just Thanksgiving, not to mention Christmas and New Year's. So the jewelry is nice so that your customers can add variety to their outfits and add that little pop of color or pop of holiday. Thanks for the heads up, JA. So the end of campaign 26, the deadline for meeting the President's Recognition Program goal of $10,000 is December 11th. Thanks for sharing, Jessica A. But do not, guys, I repeat, do not wait until December 11th to place your order. Why? If you were here for campaign 19, you know why. Also, this bundle. This is an amazing bundle, a whole bunch of products. This is another bundle where you get a free item if you're a President's Recognition Program member, in addition to this bundle. So this is a great bundle that you can share. It's a $169 value bundle that is available to you as a representative for a discounted price, but also a great way for you to build your orders with your customers. So you can share this with your customers, and you get full award sales on it. These are the things that I look out for all year round. I'll be honest with you, I don't order from the What's New too often, but I do look for the items. I try to order out of the brochure as much as possible, but because I'm trying to track the President's Club. But the award sales, I look for items that say full award sales, because everything else in the What's New catalog is 75%. I believe it's 75% award sales. But items like these, bundles like these, are full award sales. So this bundle, you guys know how much it is for representatives. I'm not going to put it out there because I know every rep is doing something different with it. But you guys know how much it is. We don't have to say it. This is a bundle where you order it at your representative cost. You still get the award sales of $118. So if you sell 100 of these $118 value bundles, that's $10,000. JA, please check my math. It sounds about right, but that's about a $10,000 order. So if you just got started today and you decide after watching me and my crazy self on here gush about President's Club and the President's Recognition Program, and you decide that you want to make it your goal to sell 100 of these bundles. Do fundraisers, do church bazaars, do baskets. Millie Lagros is always big on baskets, and this would make a pretty darn good basket. This item right here, the new Ultimate um, Advanced Performance Cream, I call it the new Ultimate. I have a special bond with this for you guys who know about my trip to Tahiti. This product right here alone is regularly $50. So you can bundle this whole basket, sell it for $50 or $60, make a really good profit on it, and still get your full award sales of $118. So these are things that you guys want to look out for. We've got your samples. We've got another bundle. So this is a bundle that is a 5-piece collection for $29.99. So this is valued at $76. This is another item that you could point out to your customers to share with them because they get a variety of different items. So if you have a customer who maybe wants to try the new Hydrofusion, for a little bit more, she can have a new clinical. I think, matter of fact, this whole kit is probably the same cost as a full size, a new clinical eye lift pro, when it's at the regular price. So this is a great way to help your customers get out of their comfort zone and try something new. Sometimes a customer wants to try something, but they're a little bit timid. So, um, so this is a great way for them to try our new Hydrofusion cream, which I've been using and I love. That's this guy, the gel cream. I started off with the serum. You guys know I've been using that and I love it. And I started using the cream basically as soon as it got cold because my skin was just dying for some moisture. So I started using the Hydrofusion gel on top of the serum, and I have not had dry skin yet this winter. And you guys were there for our super windy day for the breast cancer awareness event in Queens. My skin on in any other day would have chipped and peeled and would have just been drying out. But I used my Hydrofusion and my serum and I was good. So share those things with your customers. Our job as representatives, are the value that we add to them is our product knowledge. Um, so those I think were my two main items that I wanted to share with you guys, just to kind of give you some tips for how to grow your orders. Oh, this was the other one. So these are our a new Avon Senses bundles. So we've got like these little 3-piece sets. Again, you want to see the perks of being a President's Recognition Program member. As a contender, you only earn 40% on these bundles. As a President's Recognition Program member, you get up another 10%. You earn 50% on this. So they, just to show you some of the advantage of being a PRP member. But this is another bundle that you can bundle up and share with your customers, that you can use for baskets. You can use for just to maybe introduce your customer to try something new and different. So take it, look through the brochure yourself, see what hot items are in there. Maybe focus on 1 or 2 items that you're really gonna focus on sharing with your customers so that you can track your sales. I mean, don't not sell anything. That's another one of my pet peeves when people say things like, "Oh, I'm not gonna sell that product." If the customer wants it and you're not like religiously obligated not to sell it, then just go for it. Um, but this bundle I think is going to be key. So this bundle and President's Club are my two main takeaways from that. So really quick, I kind of touched on it already. Oh, thank you, JA, for doing that math for me. So 2 things. Jay-Z is celebrating that she's like 95% sure she'll have her first new teammate, and that is what it's all about. Building the team, sharing the love, helping other people to get empowered and become their own business owners. JA, check my math for me. So we're looking at almost $12,000, $11,800 if you sell 100 of those bundles. So, look at how far away you are. If you've just started, you could probably get away with selling 90 something and still make President's Club off of that bundle. So, work it, pick one product, go for it, see what you can do. So, and one thing that I've been sharing with my team is remove from your vocabulary this "I'm gonna try" thing. We need to stop trying and start doing. And this is 100% for me too, because I am short on my goal. I made President's Club, but I want to go. I want to push myself to go further. And if you asked me this a few weeks ago, that sentence would have come out as I want to try to see if I could possibly push myself to go a little bit further. You hear the difference? I want to go a little. I want to go further. My goal is to push myself, and I am trying to see if I can reach. I'm trying. No, I'm not trying. I'm going for my goal, and I've been telling myself, stop saying that you're trying. Stop saying you're going to try this. Remove the trying, the possible, if, maybes, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and just do it. However far you get is however far you get, but you're not going to get there if you're shoulda, coulda, woulda, possibly, maybe a little bit in yourself. Don't kid yourself. Let yourself, say it. Say the words. Well, okay, let me get into my takeaways. So, my first takeaway from the conference, I sort of touched on earlier, was just the control over your life. When we let fear step in, we give fear control over our life. We will say, I'm afraid of talking to people. That was my thing. I was a shy person. I was afraid of what people thought about me. I was soft spoken, shy. I didn't want to attract attention to myself. I thought people would be looking at my hair and how I talk with my hands and my clothes, and I cared. And now I don't. I do. I still do inside, but not enough to stop myself from doing things that I need to do. Um, and it really got me thinking, like, oh my gosh, like all of the things that I've already missed out on, and all of the things that I could possibly miss out on in my future because of fear. Do I like fear enough to hand over my entire life to it? No, but we do. We kind of get into this mode of submission where we don't want to deal with it because it hurts and it's scary, and it's hard to tackle. And I'm not detracting from how hard it is. It is a struggle, but like I said, I have to say to myself, who do I like better in this situation, me or fear? I am not friends with fear. I'm not giving it any time of day. So I really am, trying to just nip that in the bud, crush that, and keep it moving, because I don't want fear to define my entire life. I don't want fear to define the possibilities for my future family. I don't have kids yet, but I know that the decisions that I make today will affect them, and maybe even their grandchildren. And I don't want, 10, 30, 40 years down the line to be looking back and saying, I wish I should have, could have, woulda. I wish, I had done things differently. I don't want, I want to do, and then 10 years look back and say, well, at least I gave it a shot. you know um Jay-Z is asking if you can see where customers' order is when they purchase from you. Yes. If you go into youravon.com and you click on the link that says web office, there will be a link in the bottom right hand corner that says direct delivery orders. You could find it there. Or you can go into the My Order tab and you could click on the direct delivery order link from there as well. And then you can see the list of all the customers who place orders from you online. Oh, okay. JA says she'll show you. Yeah, so giving fear power, we don't do it intentionally. It's never all the things that, take away power from us, that make our lives miserable, that sap the life out of us. It's not that we purposely give it over to these things. We don't say, okay, fear, today's your day. Take my life and the life of my future children. It's, little things that we just, no, that's not worth the fight. I'm going to let it go. No, I don't think that I'm going to do that. I'm going to let it go. But we have to kind of I feel like I've become more conscious of that little voice in my head that's spewing crap, and I'm talking back. I'm telling it to shut up, and I'm like, I need to do this. You need to get out of my way. The next thing that I felt was important was getting in community. I always, share with you guys how important it is to get to Rep Fest, how important it is to get into these trainings and physically into any meeting that we have whenever possible. But if we're not, at least to get into the live trainings. There is such a difference, and I see it between the representatives who are in the trainings and the ones who are not. And the thing that I always say is watch the people who are further along than you, who have done it, who are where you want to be. I look at Donna Reed Mitchell, Molly Bibb, Marie Benoit Wilcox, Milagros, all the people who are at the place where you want to be. Majupe, Aromi. I look at those people. How do I know them? Because I've met them in meetings. You know, you go to Avon events and you see them there. They're at RepFest. They're at their local meeting. They're at the little local coffee shop meetings. They're there. Why? They're most of the time giving the lectures and the discussions. So if they feel that there's something for them to learn and benefit from being at this meeting, how much more so is it for me to find something that I can learn from and grow? I have never ever in all my 14 years of being an Avon representative gone to a meeting where I didn't learn something. It may not have been from the person who was speaking, but maybe in conversation with the people around me, or maybe I overheard something that someone else said, or maybe I saw something. Sometimes I'll watch representatives come in with their brochures. What do they put on their labels? You know, I use my website, my phone number, and my staravon.com reference code. I say buy or join Avon, contact me. I use my full name. Somebody else might use their initials. Someone else might have a blurb. The other day I saw someone share their Facebook group. For me, that was brand new. I never thought to do that before. I've seen other people on, you know, people do different things with the way they run their business, and they all have something to contribute and they have something to learn. If you're like serious, straight face, now I'm not even playing. If you're not attending the meetings, if you're not doing Avon University, I mean, you guys are here. I'm not yelling at you guys, but it's sad because really and truly the people who need to hear this are not here. So if you have a friend who is not in the meetings, they're not on the Facebook Live that Avon does on Tuesday, they're not doing the Avon University, and yes, as your uplines, we can see when you're doing the Avon University. Not here on the Facebook Lives, not participating in the group. We can see that as well. If you're not, really question how serious you are about your business. Really, and not even about your business, because what is your business? It's a ticket to success. It's your means of transportation to your goals, right? I I mean, I do love being an Avon representative, but I'm an Avon representative because I want to be debt free. I want to own my house. I want to drive a nice car. I want to be able to travel across the world. Avon is my mode of travel. That's my vehicle to getting to my goals. But if you don't put gas in your car, it's not going to move. So you have to kind of say to yourself, am I putting gas in my car? Am I not putting gas in my car and wondering why I'm not going anywhere? You know? So get into community. When you surround yourself, there was something really powerful about being at an event for 4 days around other like-minded, driven people. We all admitted to the things that we were struggling with, our internal conflicts. You know, we talked about it, but it was always in a mindset of, yeah, I'm here, but I'm working to get out of it. Or this is what I struggled with, or that I'm struggling with, that I'm working to overcome. Do you have tips? Do you have ideas? We were able to share and encourage one another. And I was like, we need a little bit more of this in our business. We need a little, I said we are going to have a short meeting today. I'm wrapping up. Hold on. We need a lot more of that. We need a lot less whiny baby poopy pants crap. And we really need to, start adulting and in our businesses, because we're stuck in like the toddler stage because we're treating our business, we don't want to grow up, we're holding on to all this stuff. We need to just let go and move forward, and I feel like getting in community does that. When you have a friend, I went with Tanisha Miller, a fellow Avon representative, and we were able to talk to each other about the stuff we were struggling with in our business, about our plans for the future, and just be real. Like, you know what, I know I'm screwing myself over with this mindset. I've been stuck in this mentality, or this is something that I haven't been able to let go, and I know it's hurting me, not helping me. And you're going to be my accountability partner. Let's just, if you see me doing this, help me get past it. Or even just talking about it to say, you know what, I've been saying I've been struggling with this, but I know what the problem is. Okay, we're gonna nip that in the bud and move forward. And knowing that there's someone else who understands what you're going through, who's maybe been there or has a different outlook on what you're going through, it really helps. And we attack problems differently. We see issues differently. We're different people, but that difference is a strength, not a weakness. And the next thing, lastly, is to make a move. Stop talking about it, be about it, right? So that's kind of where I am now. And no, I'm not no longer afraid. Still scared. The voices are still there, but I'm doing it afraid. I am just trying to put that right, not trying. I am putting the small voice aside, I'm doing the things that I need to do, because I remember when I first got started in this business, what was my biggest fear? Talking to people. I kid you not, I was terrified. Don't know how I was going to do sales without talking to people, but that was my fear. I was afraid of people saying no to me. So you can imagine prospecting and asking for sales, asking for orders, um, or even asking if I could leave a brochure in a business establishment was terrifying to me. How did I get over it? I did it. I did it a few times until it didn't scare me anymore. And when I felt myself getting rusty, feeling that anxiety again, I went out and I did it a couple of times until it felt like nothing. When I go out with my teammates to prospect, and it's always good to have a partner there. If you don't have a member of your team in your area, drag your friend or family. I bring my sister sometimes, or my mom, or my best. I've brought my best friend. I think I've brought friends with me. Just like, come with me. I need to put this brochure in the store, but I'm a little bit afraid of going in there. Just come with me for company. They give you a little extra moral support, so you can, okay, if it doesn't go well, you walk out with your friend, no big deal. So you have to just do it. If you're afraid of it, do it anyway. JA was afraid of talking to people, but she's doing it anyway. And look, now she has 5 fundraisers. She's got 4 events booked for next year. Who knows, like, what she's gonna be able to do in the future? But she's able to do those things because she's doing it. She's not making excuses. So we need to make a move. We need to do stuff. And I've been saying this all year, it's the action steps. And I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying, but hopefully now it's clearly when I say action steps and do the things that need to be done, I mean, do the things that need to be done. If you know you need to call leads, call the leads. Make a power hour. Just sit down and call them. Don't clean your house. Don't, I'm not saying don't ever clean your house, but we do this. Like, oh, I need to call leads. Wait, I need to clean off my whole desk first. Oh, I need to call leads. Oh, let me clean my bathroom first, and then I'll call the leads. And then after, if you're finished cleaning your desk or cleaning your bathroom, it's midnight. It's happened to me. Or you're too tired. It's happened to me. You have to just say, okay, look, I'm going to give it an hour. I'm going to call all my leads. For better or worse, richer or poorer, whatever happens, I'm just going to pick, for an hour, I'm just going to sit, dial, and call. Or I might say to myself, I'm going to call 10 people a day. Some people I'm going to talk to. Some people I'm going to leave a message. Some people it's going to be disconnected. Some people they're going to hang up on me. Doesn't matter. My purpose is to call 10 people. My purpose is to call for an hour. Separate yourself from the emotion behind it and release the fear. The fear is going to be there. The fear will be there today, tomorrow, forever. But the fear is not paying your bills. Let it sit there. Just give it a little seat, put it to the side, let it watch you work. You know what I'm saying? Um, Jennifer C said those bodegas. Yes. Jessica A, do that Facebook Live. Don't wait for it to be perfect. Don't wait to have the best lighting. Don't wait for a time that works for all of us. Get on there, invite all of us, do it. Find something to talk about it. Talk for 5. Decide how long you're going to talk. Are you going to talk for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute? You could do a 1 minute, 60-second video on Instagram and be done. But the importance is to just do it. You guys, right here on my channel, go all the way back in my history to my first Avon videos. They were not that great. I've dropped cameras. I've had horrible lighting. I've had that crazy rotated camera view. I've been through all of it. But the point is that I can talk to you now and essentially have a conversation with my camera, because I've done it before. What else? What are some of the other fears that you guys are finding when you go out and prospect? Let's get them out there. Let's share. For me, prospecting was the biggest thing. Talking to people, I was terrified. Couldn't do it. I used to do hit and runs. But the point was, I needed to get brochures out there. I would run in, put a brochure on the counter, and run back out. People would find that brochure and call me later. And then as I, got more comfortable, then I would start to say, hi to the owner, like, hello, the person who's been leaving the brochures here all this time is me. I mean, the words would never come out of my mouth, but it was more like, but eventually the person would see me, they would say, hi, good morning, and I would say, hello, books. Bye. 2 words, in and out. Rep dates. Fest. This year, that is my talk, by the way. If you guys have to go, you most certainly can. Those are just my 3 keys. Whoops. Those are the 3 takeaways that I've gotten so far that I wanted to share. So much more is out there, but Rep Fest is going to be August 2nd through the 4th of 2019, and it's in where do they do Mardi Gras? Louisiana. Um, JA, do the Facebook Live. um, Great. JA is posting for her business. Awesome. Yeah, JA, I know you're around. I see your stuff. Um, July 27th to the 29th. You know, I don't know what that is. That might be something last minute that they're thinking about. But in our last time we talked, I saw JA. Sorry, I'm confused. So you're seeing July 27th through 29th. We will have to double check that because when they were telling us to book the hotel, we were looking at the 2nd through the 4th, that first week in August, that first weekend. Maybe it's changed. I don't know, but we will definitely check back and I'll let you guys know what date that is. But yeah, the there's a lot happening. Los Cabos is June 2nd through June 5th. Um, so June and August will be busy months. But even though Los Cabos is in June, planning and tracking for it has started now. So even though it's far ahead in the future, start putting the action steps in now, again, because the seeds you plant now will be the seeds that you reap in the future. So hopefully this helped. Hopefully I didn't scare you guys away, but the fact of the matter is this is the new me. It is what it is. Take it or leave it. But I would love for you guys to also feel as confident and learn and grow from the experiences that you're going through. But you can't have that growth until you go through it. You cannot, if you're 3 years old and you don't go through 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 10, you're not gonna function properly. You can't jump from 3 to 42. You can't do it in real life. You can't do it in business and life skills either. You have to transition, and that transition comes from taking baby steps, one day at a time. But you've got to be moving forward. Do not get comfortable in the same place that you are. I have been stuck for a long time, and I've been like trying to figure out why I can't move and trying to figure out what it is. It's me. Why? Because I am the only person to blame. Because it's my life. If things have to change, it's going to be me that changes it. And if you're still blaming everyone and everything else, um, you got to get out of that. You got to just nip it, replace that with more positive talk, do that personal development, not for nothing, but um, not most of, but a lot of what I learned at this event, like I said, it was stuff that I knew already, but that I needed to sort of make myself believe. You can check out Tony Robbins, Darren Hardy, um, that other guy whose name I can never remember. I will post it in the comments box, and I'll see if I could post a link to some of their videos. But there's a guy, he was one of the original people, Jim Rohn. Google Jim Rohn, listen to the stuff that he's talking about, and that will definitely help you. And don't just like listen to it, like hear it in the background. Do the steps. One of the big things that was recommended at the conference was the book As a Man Thinketh. Read it, do the steps. Read it, do the steps. So that's sort of where we've got to get to in everything. Not just reading it, talking about it, or hearing it, but actually putting it into practice. And I'm going to start calling you guys out on that, because a lot of times we get together in the meetings and I've heard you guys. Why? Because I'm there among you. I'm sitting in between you guys. I know now nobody's going to want to sit with me, but I hear you guys. Oh, I know that. I don't want to hear any of this stuff. I know all about that already. I'm not going to watch that video. I already know the stuff. I read the flyer. I'm done. Listen, because unless you're doing it and you're doing it perfectly, there's room for you to learn. There will always be room for you to learn. And we're going to start calling each other out on our BS belief system. Uh, all right, guys. So that is it. JA confirm. It looks like July 2nd through the 4th for Ret Fest. So I am planning. I hope to see you guys all there. Lord willing, I will be there too. I need to book my hotel. I've been setting aside a little bit every month or every campaign rather for hotel and food because I do like to eat. And the conference itself, and I encourage you guys to do the same, and I keep encouraging you. Also, we haven't really talked about tracking for Los Cabos, but keep tracking, keep talking about it. Plant the seeds. I have got a couple of people that I'm working with. I've got to find a couple more. And I hope that you guys are out there looking for new teammates to add as well, because the recruiting aspect is going to be the fastest way for you to get those points for Los Cabos. So that's it. I didn't do as fast as I thought I didn't go through this as fast as I thought I would, but it's before 9 o'clock, so I'm going to take it and run so I can say that I ended before 9. But you guys have a great night. Make sure this week is full of action steps. Write it in your planner. Write down the things that you're going to do. Actually do them, which is the hard part, and let me know that you did them. Come back, talk. We'll come here and celebrate because, when you celebrate, you feel good about it, and you'll do it often. You'll do it more. So we're going to come back. We're going to celebrate. I want to know what you guys did. I don't want to know what you didn't do. I want to know what you did. And I want next week to be a week where you guys come back and say, okay, I did this. And I'm getting closer to 9 o'clock, so I'm going to wrap it up. You guys have an awesome, phenomenal week. I'm looking forward to hearing those wins next week and hearing about all the things that you did. I will talk to you guys then. Same time, same place, 8 p.m. And that's a wrap. Have a great night, guys.